We all love the intensity and competition seen in sports, but sometimes what truly sets athletes apart are the moments that go beyond the scoreboard. Italian fencing champion Gaia Tredidi suffered an ankle injury while competing against Emilia Rosati. With only 17 seconds remaining, she decided to get up to finish the match. Even though she was leading 12-9, it was very easy for Emilia to quickly get 3 points with an injured opponent. But instead, Emilia let the time run out, showcasing respect and empathy in the heat of competition.
Sheathing her assault and effectively handing Gaia the gold medal.
In a touching display of friendship and inclusion, a man brought his blind friend to a football match, acting as his eyes by vividly describing every moment of the game. In an unprecedented moment of sportsmanship and camaraderie, two cyclists find themselves neck and neck approaching the finish line. Instead of resorting to cutthroat competition, they opt for a friendly game of rock, paper, scissors to determine who wins.
All right, it's yours, says Pogacar.
As the clock ticked down in a crucial soccer match, a player was struggling to make the throw-in since the ball was completely wet. He was desperate, searching for a solution, and that's when a fan stepped in and selflessly removed his hoodie and gave it to the player. In a touching act of compassion and empathy, Jodie Burrage interrupts her Wimbledon match to assist an unwell ball boy, offering him sweets and comfort until medical assistance arrives.
Just a check on him.
Oh, well done, Jodie, for doing that.
After an incredible half-court shot, player from the opposite team, Trey Young, couldn't help but to be happy and impressed about the three-pointer.
The glass. Look at him. Great reaction. That's part.
In a heartwarming moment, Lionel Messi's bodyguard initially intercepts a young fan sprinting onto the field. But then with a change of heart, he guides the boy towards Messi. They shared a special moment as Messi poses for a photo and signed the fan's Miami shirt. In a heartwarming display of sportsmanship, just after a player hit a grand slam, she got injured between first and second base. The player fell to the ground in pain, and the opposite team knew that if her team helped her, then the run wouldn't count. So instead, the opposite team carried her through the bases.
For all the way around the bases. So what a moment here in Lakeland, Florida. Grandview did just go ahead with a grand slam.
When the ball boy of an opposing team was stalling the game, since his team was winning, the frustrated goalkeeper softly shoved him in the chest after retrieving the ball. Realizing his mistake soon after, he apologized to the ball boy and gave him a heartfelt hug and gestured an apology to the fans. Tatiana Schoenmaker won the women's 200-meter breaststroke with a stunning world record time of 2 minutes and 18 seconds. And in a moment of camaraderie and Olympic spirit, her competitors crossed the lanes to celebrate with her.
To see where she finished, we see our first world record individually in an individual event.
A child who was born a little different was able to feel the same when footballer Carson Pickett spotted him in the crowd and went to say hi, and later paid a visit to the family home.
Hi, buddy! These are the moments every parent lives for.
Just as a young fan was about to give up on his dream of having his favorite tennis player sign his tennis prop, Andrei Rublev looked back one more time before leaving the court and spotted the fan.
Maybe he's going back.
Yeah.
Oh, here he is. Oh, that's nice. There, he's realised. Made his day now.
20-year-old, and he's made that young man's day.
Yeah, I don't think
In a lighthearted lesson on manners and respect, NBA player Steven Adams playfully refuses to sign an autograph until a fan politely says please.
James, will you sign my hat? No. What? Please? Thank you.
A hockey fan who lived through a horrible tragedy was gifted by one of his favorite players his signed jersey, and then presented him with a full scholarship to law school.
I talked to you. I know your story. Yeah. I feel for you. You're an amazing human.
Thank you.
What do you want to do? You know?
I want to be on the way.
Yeah? This is for you. From the Garden of Dreams? Yes. It's a scholarship for law school. So you're going to graduate from college, you're going to go to law school, and you're going to have no debt coming out of school.
Thank you so much.
You deserve it, man.
Thank you so much.
Congrats.
An impressive gesture during an MMA fight. In a fair play moment, the winning fighter helps his pinned opponents put his mouthpiece back in. After a somewhat reckless shot by Djokovic, the ball hit one of the ball girls. Thankfully, she was fine and he immediately went to apologize. And one can see the concerned look on the replay.
What does she do to deserve that?
Ouch, he's saying.
During a football match, one of the players accidentally committed a foul, and it went unnoticed in a beautiful gesture of fair play. He refused to score out of respect for the injured player. At the first London Marathon in 1981, in a spirit of unity and sportsmanship, two runners joined hands as they approached the finish line, and both got to share the first place title. During the NBA Finals, Draymond Green switches his focus from defense to his teammate and saved Klay Thompson from a bad fall.
If you're the Cavs right now.
In the last moments of Kobe Bryant's final game before retiring, Gordon Hayward, a player from the opposing team, steps over the line during Kobe's last free throw attempt, ensuring Kobe would have gotten another chance if he missed.
Exit for number 24. You couldn't have written this.
With the injured player's well-being at the forefront, rivalries were set aside and both teams got together to push an ambulance off the pitch during a top league match in Brazil. An incredible show of respect happened during a kabaddi match in which one of the players accidentally took off her opponent's hijab, and that's when they gathered around so she can fix her hijab while hiding from the cameras. When a fan decided to spend her 21st birthday at a hockey game, she decided to bring a sign that said all she wanted is a wave from her favorite player. And well, he decided to do more than that and throw a puck her way. An incredible moment of sportsmanship came from Jimmy Johnson when he noticed his opponent ran out of fuel and decided to push him to the finish line, a moment of which was kind of reminiscent of the movie Cars. An incredibly wholesome moment at a biking event happened when one of the bikers faked a small crash in order to propose to his girlfriend when she rushed to help him. A wholesome gesture by a Canadian ice skater that was appreciated in Japan happened when he showed respect to the country by holding the flag for his winning opponent. A moment that a fan will never forget happened when LeBron James went to give her a hug after a game winner. In Minnesota, after two friends butted heads over an upcoming baseball game in which they'd be competing against each other, in an amazing show of sportsmanship, the first thing one of the friends did after winning the game was to hug his friend on the opposing team.
Has nothing to do with winning and losing. Minnesota high school pitcher Ty Kane has provided us all a master.
During a kickboxing fight, one of the fighters showed his class by making sure the opponent was ready after he fell. At a high school basketball game, one of the teams was trying really hard for their teammates, who had a disability, to be able to score a basket. But after many attempts of passing him the ball, it didn't seem like it was going to happen. And well, at the very last minute, a player from the opposing team decided to pass him the ball, and he was actually able to score.
Right to it. Right there. One of the most memorable turnovers of all time.
And well, the player who passed the ball ended up receiving a full scholarship to Texas Tech after his show of sportsmanship. After a close Game 7 between the Nuggets and Jazz, Donovan Mitchell fell in defeat, and that's when one of his opponents went to pay respect and congratulate Mitchell on a great series.
Across the face of Mitchell. And the respect
from two guys that will be tied together for a long time.
At the Hard Rock Stadium, a heart-stopping moment happened when everyone noticed a cat dangling from an overhang. And that's when a group of fans acted quickly and saved the cat by holding an American flag below in order for the cat to land safely.
Flag saving that cat's life. This update from the people over at Hard Rock.
And well, after the event, the Hard Rock Stadium tweeted about what happened, confirming the cat was okay and praising the fans for saving him. At the Euro 2016, after Portugal managed to defeat France, it left a fan really emotional and upset. And that's when a young fan from France went to the Portuguese man and comforted him. At the 25th Balkan Indoor Championships, one of the runners was having trouble with her number tag, and that's when her opponent helped her out.
Yulia Dolzhokova, Ukraine.
After winning the French Open, Novak Djokovic decided to make a fan's day by giving him the racket he used for the game. A moment that brought smiles to everyone around the world watching happened at the Olympics when Usain Bolt and Andre DeGrasse smiled at each other during the race. An incredible moment of respect came from Neymar. Soon after Kobe Bryant's passing, he decided to make a tribute after scoring by signaling the numbers 2 and 4 with his fingers, which represents Bryant's jersey number. After one of the fighters won the one championship, he felt a lot of empathy for his opponent and even started crying. An athlete who never gave up is Clegg Libby, who won gold at the women's 200 Rio Paralympics, and it was truly heartwarming to see a reaction. A WTA match was interrupted when one of the players noticed a lost bee on the court, and well, the player made sure to take the little guy back to safety. After an amazing 60-meter run that made the Spaniard athlete qualify for the semifinals, she immediately ran to her mom to give her a hug.
Pues estas son marcas ya de finalista mundial, 7-16, son marcas de élite mundial.
After a ball bounced directly to the ball girl's stomach, Del Potro noticed that she was in pain and needed a break, but the ball girl remained strong and professional, and that's when Del Potro stopped the game temporarily and went to help her. At a high school game, both teams left everything on the field in a very close game, and one of the players on the winning team went to cheer up his opponent. An unlucky moment for a crowd member happened when Cristiano Ronaldo kicked the ball their way, and the ball hit their face. But as soon as the match ended, Cristiano Ronaldo went to apologize to the fan and gave him a t-shirt. It's no secret that badminton is one of the most physically demanding sports. After a very close and competitive match between Singapore and Japan, both players fell to the ground in exhaustion and then showed respect to each other.
Penyu was booked his place. Grueling games. 21-19 in the deciding game. Momota only just.
Despite going unnoticed, during the World Snooker Tour Finals, Wilson sportingly admits foul in the cue ball.
Foul.
Oh, wow. There you go. That's what makes our game so great. He's touched the cue ball there. Nobody else saw it, and he walked away from the table.
An incredible act of sportsmanship happened during a triathlon, when the athlete in second place went the wrong way on the course mistakenly, and the athlete who passed him decided to give up his podium finish, and let the athlete that went the wrong way go first. When Kevin Durant injured his ankle and had to walk away from the game, fans of the opposite team were cheering, and that's when Kyle Lowry and Danny Green told the crowd to stop.
And he is headed right back to the locker room.
When boxer Gennady Golovkin was losing the fight to Canelo Alvarez, which many would have to give up his belt, he was really struggling to land punches, and when Canelo slipped, he still showed sportsmanship and refrained himself from delivering a blow. A sweet gesture by an Iranian footballer happened when a player did a disrespectful act of purposely throwing the camera to the ground after it got in his way. And well, the camera was too heavy for the camera woman to lift.